Namaste, greetings to all. Welcome to the World Peace and Harmony PSSM Tamil Europe meditation session. Today, Wednesday, 21st December 2022, is our 565th day of meditation. First, there will be a meditation for 15 minutes with Brahmashri Patriji's music. Beautiful music. Now, Arundhati Sri Kadaraja Master will conduct the meditation. Thank you very much.
Greetings to all. Thank you very much for participating in this meditation. Meditation is the first tool for self-exploration. It is about going within, touching our inner essence and being completely absorbed in ourselves. It is a great adventure. We all take out time to be with our near and dear ones. In meditation is about loving ourselves. It is the greatest gift we can give to ourselves. It is the very air of freedom. Now we will get into meditation. Take a comfortable posture. If you are sitting on a chair or sofa, please cross your feet like this. Interlock your fingers like this and place it on your lap. Now close your eyes gently and observe your normal, natural breathing. Whenever thoughts comes, please come back to your normal, natural breathing. There will be a background music to relax your mind. You will meditate for 15 minutes now. Thank you. Move your fingers and place it on your eyes for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes and clap your hands for the wonderful meditation. We would like to thank all the masters who participate in the meditation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. When our meditation is done collectively together in many countries, the energy that all of us receive from the cosmos expands into our homes, neighborhoods, towns, country, and the whole world, creating feelings of peace, harmony, and well-being worldwide. We would like to thank all the participants who took the time to meditate with us today. We would also like to thank PSSM Tamil Europe, PMC TV, which is part of PSSM Global. May the whole world be blessed with peace, harmony, prosperity, and well-being. வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளத்துடன். Now, I will pass the platform to Ramya Master from Spiritual Tablets Organization, Qatar. Thank you, Ramya Master.
Hello, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Arundhati ma'am and Srikanta, sir. Namaste, everyone. Today we have Dr. Devi from India. She will be taking session on skin ailments, how to heal skin ailments through spiritual tablets wisdom. I'll give a brief introduction about her. Dr. Parvati Devi is a dentist by profession, health coach, parenting coach, blogging being her passion. She reaches masses through her divine life and divine birthing blog. She has conducted over 200 spiritual tablets and parenting sessions throughout India and across the world. Let us welcome Dr. Devi for taking the session.
Yeah.
Dr. Devi ma'am,
Yes.
welcome.
Good, good afternoon. Is my voice clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, fine. Fine. So in today's session, first of all, I want to welcome all of you to this great session. So it's a great initiation to learn about spiritual tablets and getting the awareness about it, which will further help you in holistic healing. So I have seen the group is I've been in Chennai for more than 10 years. So it's really, I feel it's come back for me. When I see the people, Tamil speaking people here. So it's very nice to see you all. Ellarukku vanakkam. So nice. So without much late, I'll start the session off. And initially, I want to share a brief intro about me. So I am Dr. Devi. I have been in spiritual tablets since 2003, and I have been in meditation since 2003. So GK sir is my first guru, and Patri sir is my guru. And like since then, under their guidance, it was a great journey. When I started my journey, I was just 15 years old. And even before I was having that degree doctor, I was into it. So I learned so much in this journey, and had to get so much of knowledge about holistic living. So that's about me. And I'm a dentist by profession. And I'm also a parenting coach, and also a spiritual tablet mentor, or a senior counselor, whatever you can give the name. So my specialization, I can tell you, is all about skin. So I have been working in this since past maybe around 15 to 16 years. Specifically means more cases on skin. So yeah. So now can you share the PPT, Ramya? So how many of you have any experiences in the past sessions? How much you have?
Shall I share the PPT?
Yes,
maybe?
please share it. So by this time, you all must have got a rough idea about what spiritual tablets is about, and how it will be systematically inculcating the habit of the various practices which are very important for or the way you need to think for a healthy living, and how your thoughts are interconnected with your health, and how every situation and every moment and everything is interconnected to your health. So you must have got a rough idea by this time. Can you keep it full screen? Okay, no problem. So before going into these things, so let me first start off how skin is very much related with the various thought forms, and what are the wait, just a second. Is it being can it brought to full screen?
No, it's not like it's not happening.
Fine.
There is a error.
Fine, no problem. Fine. So, so if you take for every individual body parts, we have various knowledge which is to be taken. So, if you take in any one particular disease, you see that there are so many similarities between the people who are having that disease. Okay, it could be their lifestyle, or it could be their habitual patterns, or it could be their thought patterns, and anything it can be. They match a lot, or they may carry so many things in common, which is bringing this thing for them. Okay, so for now let's start our journey with the skin. Okay, so now coming to skin problems. Now coming to skin problems, so there is so much we have to learn from this, because it is a generalized tissue. Like skin is a tissue, or it is an organ, we can call it. It's present throughout the body. It covers all the it is completely covering your body. And also there is some disturbance. Is anyone trying to speak?
No, it's audible.
Okay, fine. So you have the sheets inside, everything comes under the skin even. Okay, so when it comes to skin, most of the people who have skin illnesses, we generally find them, they are more evolved spiritually, or they are the people who need, it's a high time for them to learn about spirituality. So in that point of time, okay, they land up with a skin problem. So mostly the people who are with the skin problems, they have 20% deviation, because from their main purpose. Means, for example, if any person, if you take, for example, with the skin problem, there generally it is a problem where it don't taunt you for a long time. You just remember that it is present only when you are in the public, or when you are having some sort of cosmetic importance for it, or when it is really more worse, then only you'll be having. Other than that, most of the skin problems go unnoticed. So likewise in a human being also, the spirituality is a major thing, but mostly it goes undercurrent. Like, most of the people don't realize that they as a soul are how important, and understanding the soul science is so important in the life's journey to evolve as a human being and to evolve as a soul. It's very important. So in that point of time, whenever any person having skin problem, when we start giving them the basic spiritual knowledge, okay, about the soul's journey, or it could be how a soul is taking different life cycles in this point of time, and how we have to live with every one of our fellow beings with a more happy way, to evolve. So all these things come under skin problems in a basic way, how we can tell. So apart from learning the basic spiritual problems, basic spiritual content, knowing about the souls and in the true spiritual science or the true spiritual knowledge, the next comes when we need to understand that skin is protecting all of throughout our body. So it is having a correlation in that way. So whenever we are having some responsibility, a protection responsibility, whether it could be in the family or in the social society, in the social causes, so that also will be aiding for it. Okay, so like that, we have so many topics which will be accounting for the skin problem, mainly the pure essence of spiritual knowledge. Most of the time, what we generally suggest in the prescription is regular meditation thrice a day. Okay, so morning for a more time, or 30-40 minutes, and night for 30-40 minutes, and in the afternoon, it could be a break of 10 minutes should be fine. So apart from that, reading books like Laws of Spirit World, and the Soul's Journey, or any book which is speaking more about souls, many lives, many masters, or any books related to the past lives. So all these things are very important. So this is roughly about skin. So now when we move to the case study, then you will be understanding the real essence better rather in this way. So for example, this person, a particular these are the two children of a lady. So the pics of them are not disclosed, but they had this problem of severe psoriasis. You can see in their armpits and the palm and the legs. So there was severe psoriasis, which has impacted the children, and it was troubling for them in their day-to-day chores. So in these things, what happened, like what we have suggested. So already this particular woman is a senior meditator, but still, in spite of that, she just means her children had this problem. So the first thing what what I have given them in the prescription is to read the book called The Four Agreements by Toltec. Okay, the second book is Atmayanam in Telugu. In English, it is The Soul's Journey. Okay, by Peter Richard. So now you can ask me, what is the correlation between these things? So there is a lot of times the stress builds up in our body in different ways. So whatever the way we are handling the stress, it's either we are too much self-centric, or we are mostly wandering like no man's land, not having a proper daily program, and not able to fulfill all our responsibilities in right time. So these are the most things which cause stress for us, and not realizing, at most important is not realizing the soul capacity of ourselves, like that we don't realize that we are the soul. So till that point of time, we will be having that stress. So once we read some books which are emphasizing again and again about the soul science, these things will be helping us to realize that we are the pure form of the energy, or the pure form of the soul consciousness. So after reading these books, and she had been means this is my personal case what I've done. So in her case, what I have given her is, since with two kids, doing a lot of work for nursing them is very difficult. So I just asked her, so don't get that guilt feeling that you are working for them, or don't get the guilt feeling that they are suffering like this. So since even though they are your children, it is your duty as a mother to do in a neutral state. Whatever is there, you just accept the situation, and you may not be able to move out for a long time, or you may not be able to do other chores, or you may not be even able to get time to meditate for a longer duration. So in spite of all that, just completely wholeheartedly please surrender to the situation and accept it, and nurse your kids just like how you will do for yourself. If you're not well, how you take rest and how you give your time, give that same type of time for your children. So by doing this, automatically it became stress free, and she was able to do it. Then after few weeks, you can see that they had come out of that, the children had completely come out of that. And apart from the above things, we have even what is the point, what is the thing which will be there, as I have said, it is meditation. So meditation in the pyramid water, okay, and pyramid salt water bath or anything, okay, water kept under pyramid for at least for 24 hours, and cleaning the affected area with pyramid water. And then there is, we have formed a group called by name Vajrakavacham, exclusively for skin elements. So then she started taking some responsibilities in her free time. Once the children got free, not leaving this knowledge what she gained during this period, she started taking up some classes, and she started involving in the service oriented activities and some cultural activities, that is like Ananda Brahma. And she started addressing her spiritual children, means the children it's not the age, I mean spiritual children, any people who are in the need of the spirituality or the spiritual knowledge. So she was guiding them, and she's trying to nurture them as a parent. So she was guided in that way, to take care of the spiritual children, and to work for enjoyment science programs, and to give her extra time for the spiritual service, rather keeping that time for maybe some other things which are maybe not of much more priority than this. And so by doing all these things, the problem got more than 50% cured. So then after that, further the remaining part, when even GK sir was trying to address this problem further, so then sir then again she played a vital role in the final pyramid meditation. Finally, the pyramid meditation played a vital role, and sir also advised some knowledge part to it, and do spiritual service as much as possible to her best possible way. So she's been a very active member, and she had been conducting many programs across Andhra Pradesh and even Kannada, means Karnataka. So that's what her service is like. For the time what she is the same 24 hours before and now, but the time which is utilized before is different. But the time now she's able to give for her children and the society and the family, all three are getting balanced. Okay, so means you will be learning in your next classes that about the three dharmas, where you have to balance your family and the social life and your personal life, that is your own spiritual life, equally, so that you evolve in all planes. Fine, okay, you evolve in all the planes. That is the thing. And music also plays a very important role. Learning music, there is a continuous learning process which is important to come out of skin problems and to prevent its repetition. Okay, so next slide.
Compound wall lessons and all.
I'll tell in the next.
Will you tell this case?
Yeah.
Gopal.
Yeah. So okay. So this particular case we have done in 2016. Okay. So this master is from Pune, and he has been meditating since 2006, and he's an active member in PSSM Maharashtra, Pune. So he dedicated most of his time, apart from his regular job, he gives most of his time to the the works of the Pyramid Society in spreading of meditation and bringing awareness about meditation. And whenever Patri sir used to be there in Mumbai and Pune, he used to just help them. He used to look after many things there also. So this master had a very severe, very bad eczema. So in 2016, he had a very bad eczema, and it was like he was almost hospitalized. Okay, twice. Just put the next slide. Is those things mentioned in this?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So this person, he got hospitalized twice or thrice during that period, and he had a very bad eczema. There were many sores on across throughout his body, and they were bleeding, and the pus used to ooze, and so he was suffering a lot. So during that point of time, when he had got to call me. So as usual, I told you the basic prescription or the template for any skin illness will be the basic meditation and full moon meditation, and strict vegetarian diet, and reading books which are related to soul science. That is basically Toltec 4 agreements, and also spirit world, and it could be Soul's Journey or Many Life, Many Masters. So any of the soul science books will be advised first, so that the masters will be aware of it, and once they read that, they realize many things in their life, like what mistake they must have done in their life in different relationships, or how they had a wrong perception about life in different point of angles of their life. So that is what we generally advise. So after reading the books, then the first question, what I feel strongly is, whenever we are deprived of something, that is the thing what we are supposed to do. Like for example, if some person is deprived of sleep, so there must be some time where he must have been misusing the privilege to have sleep. Okay, so if someone is deprived of, for example, if someone is having gastric trouble, so he must be misusing that privilege to have food in right time. So that is the reason he develops it over a period, physically, if he can sleep. So just like that, I asked him, what are the things what you feel you are deprived of now? So what is your thing on it? Then he told me, I have a 4-year-old son, and I really miss him. Now he feel little hesitant to come approach me, and I'm not able to carry him, and I'm not able to help my wife in the day-to-day chores and all this, what he was telling me. So then I asked him, what was your daily schedule earlier? So the daily schedule has only two things. So either he's working spiritually, working for the newsletters, or planning the groundwork for Pat research visits, or any other regular meditation sessions which are held in the weekends, or he's working for his office. But the time what he keeps for the family and for the children is almost less, like maybe 20 to 30% of his time, or 40% of his time he was trying to put for his children because of the busy schedule. So then once and he was an introvert person, he don't like to socialize much, so his social life is also comparatively less. So then once I started to tell him, see, now once you have realized, now start feeling like, once you are all right, try to spend more time with your wife and your kid, and try to socialize with everyone without any shyness or any preconceptions. So in this journey, initially for 15-20 days, slowly he was able to see the changes with the meditation and the application of pyramid water and reading the books. So and some experiences he used to share. In spiritual tablets, the vital role, the soul diagnosis is done through meditation experiences, through dreams, and coincidences. These three play a very crucial role. So the coincidences and meditation experiences and dreams, they play a very important role, as they guide us. They tell us the soul language, what our soul is trying to tell us, or what the overself is trying to hint us. So this person got experiences like he was traveling in a mini van during his in a dream, and but it was not having a the roof of it is not there. So then I asked him, like, how are your relationship with your close relatives near, not means the relatives who are or not your blood relation, means if not immediate blood relation, but they could be your nephews or others relations. So then he started saying that I always feel insecure, and I feel like I'm not good at speaking with them, and maybe I can't mingle with them, so I keep avoiding them. So then I told him, like, this is not the way. They are also the part of your spiritual life, so without them it will be incomplete. So then when he started to building up a good rapport with his friends and his close relatives and distant relatives, so then he started to socialize and started speaking with people and making time for them also. So slowly he improved that, and then he made a strong concrete daily program. So in daily programming also is a very important part in skin care, in skin problems. So then he started to make a daily program and started to have a planned day according to that. So that is one more thing what he had done. And the relationship means the time, the emotional part of his life, means he's being very sensitive. I have been telling you, right? So then he started to working on his eye concept, like what he is exactly, why I feel like, what I am as a person, what I am as as my mind, as a physical body, what I am as a mind, what I am as intellectual, what I am, and as a soul, what is my capacity. So likewise, as a husband, as a father, and as a child, what I am. So he started working on his eye concept also. So working on multiple concepts over a period, within 3 months, his eczema, like maybe 2.5 to 3 months, his eczema, that severe eczema, got cured by 90%. So then again he started working. Then what happened, for almost for 3 to 4 years, he was like he was fine, and I used to follow up for some days, and after that, just everything was fine. I didn't speak with him much. Then in 2020, again once he called me back that he had again eczema, but not that severe as earlier, but to some extent. So again, once he started working on his roots, okay, then understanding all these things, again he could recover from that. So any disease, okay, it is a mental, your mental structure will be reflecting on your body as a disease. Okay, whatever is your mindset, whatever is your thought form, and whatever is the way you handle your situations in your environment, that could be your physical, mental, or intellectual, that will be reflecting, though that pitfalls will be forming a disease. Okay, before any disease existing in the physical plane, it have to first appear in the mental plane. Okay, so any disease, when it is in the mental plane, you find the discomfort, you find that unease, and there will be indications in form of coincidences, and also in the dreams. So for example, this in some cases, like I have seen some other cases which I'm not mentioning here. Means I've taken only 2 cases here for PPT. So that other cases, there are like the people who got cured of urticaria, then sun allergies, and there are people who got cured of ringworm. And I myself had a small infection on my hand before 2 months. So then I just thought, like, what is the thing, like why all of a sudden? So then I understood, like, I'm totally getting more absorbed into the my clinic, and I'm keeping my physical form of my life, for my existence, more importance. So then again I started realizing, okay, we attract our own reality. So it's not always important that 24/7 I should put my effort in that plane, but still, instead of doing that, I need to balance my personal life with my spiritual life. So I started increasing my spiritual duration, and again I started reading some more books, and within 1.5 to 2 weeks it got reduced completely without any medication. So whoever may be the person, even it could be the founder itself, the principles are same. Okay, so that is what I wanted to tell you, because every disease has a mental background which is reflecting physically, and it could be the relationship issues, or it could be trust issues, or it could be emotional problems. So any of these things will be reflecting. So one more means in further classes you will be listening about the concepts of grass and hay, hay, gold and hay concept. So there will be many more concepts which very clearly establish the link between the disease and the knowledge part. So once you get a knowledge part and you implement it properly, and that turns into wisdom, the disease will automatically will be, it will be completely cured. And even in the reports, it's not just physically you feel okay, I'm all right, but in the reports also you'll find the difference. Okay. So let's just come to the conclusion. So this person here, he have given like he had dreams and experiences, and he had read these books of Laws of Spirit World by Purushat Bhavanagari. So these are all what I've spoken with you. So that is what is written there. So the conclusion. So he had learned, if we find challenges with the kids, it's responsibility. Okay. So he's telling he had been now started balancing about his. I told the same like the earlier also, the spiritual children park, he had worked for that, and he worked even for the emotional balance that need to achieve the compound wall lesson. So here the compound wall is like everyone, we have, for example, this is our place, this is my territory. So it will have a boundary, right? So in life also, there is something where you need to have a particular boundary where any person or any emotion or anything which have to come or go, it should be under your control. You need to have your own rules for what is needed to come here and what is needed to go outside. So that is what he have worked more. Means emotional balance, means what type of emotions is carrying, and how we get influenced with the other people words or other people actions. We get irritated and we may lose our temper at times, or we may feel bad, or we may feel sad. All these things, when the external circumstances are trying to influence us, that shows the weakness, that shows the internal weakness. So when we are having a strict compound wall or a strict boundary of what we want in life, and what to be bothered, what should bother us and what shouldn't bother us, and what is the thing what we should and let people to give us or not, so that all stays in your hand. So this particular person, like Mr. Gopal, has learned that in that period of time, like where to feel good, where to feel not even saying good or bad, but where should we emphasize. And emotion is something which will take you to it. It should be a driven emotion, should be driving you towards your soul evolution, and it should be a clue for you to plan tomorrow. It should act intuitively rather disturbing you, or rather it will be emotional, upsetting your health. So that living beyond emotions, especially if you read the book by name The 9 Freedoms by George King, in that very clearly it is stated in the second freedom that you need to learn to live beyond emotions. The person who lives with emotions is considered to be a foolish person. So living beyond emotions is what he have learned over a period of time. Okay, so that is what is about this case history. Fine. So how much more time we have?
Kumar Sahib Master has to summarize your speech as well. So I don't know whether, because we have other program, we need to have.
If you can speak for another 5 minutes or 10 minutes if you want.
No, I don't want to speak further. I just wanted to ask you people, anyone have any doubts, or if you want to ask me anything.
First is translation. No, first is Mr. Kumar Sahib Master is going to translate your speech, summarize your speech in Tamil. After that, we'll ask the question and answer sessions. Thank you very much.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இதுவரையும் டாக்டர் பார்வதி தேவி அவர்கள் வழங்கிய உரையின் ஆங்கில உரையை நான் தமிழில் மொழியாக்கம் செய்ய விரும்புகின்றேன். இன்றைய தலைப்பு உங்களுக்கு தெரிந்தவரை ஆன்மீக மாத்திரைகள் மூலம் நோய்களில் முழுமையான ஒரு மாற்றம் என்ற தலைப்பில் தான் அவர் இதுவரையும் உரையாற்றினார். முதலில் அவர் ஆரம்பிக்கும் பொழுது தன்னை பற்றி சிறு விளக்கம் கூறினார். அவர் 2003ஆம் ஆண்டிலிருந்து தியானம் செய்து வருகின்றார். அவர் 15 வயதில தியானத்தை கற்றுக்கொண்டார். சிறு வயதிலிருந்தே முழுமையான குணப்படுத்துதலை பற்றிய அறிவு அவருக்கு இருந்தது. இவர் இப்ப ஒரு தோல் சம்பந்தமான வியாதிகளுக்குரிய அறிவுரை பின்பு இதுவரையும் வழங்கியிருந்தார். தோல் என்பது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் வந்து உடல் முழுவதையும் கவர் பண்ணால் அதோட வந்து சோல் இந்த தோலுக்கும் மற்றது ஆன்மாக்கும் ஒரு தொடர்பு இருக்கின்றது என்பதை நான் அறிந்து கொண்டேன். மற்றது எப்பொழுதும் வந்து இதனுடைய மூல காரணம் என்பதை பற்றி தெரிய வேண்டும் என்றால் தோல் வந்து உடம்பை பாதுகாக்கின்றது, முழு உடம்பை. அதே மாதிரித்தான் உலக தியானத்தை செய்யும் பொழுது அதுவும் கூட எங்களுக்கு ஒரு உண்மையான உதவி செய்கின்றது. மற்றது உங்களுக்கு ஏற்கனவே தெரியும், புத்தகங்கள் வாசிக்க வேண்டும். அதுவும் வந்து ஆன்மீகம் சார்ந்த புத்தகங்களை வாசிக்க வேண்டும். அது கடந்த கால வாழ்க்கையை பற்றிய தொடர்புடைய புத்தகங்களை வாசிக்க வேண்டும். மற்றது நான் வந்து ஒரு குடும்பத்தை பற்றி சொல்லியிருந்தேன். ஒரு மூத்த ஆசான், அவருடைய 2 பிள்ளைகளுக்கும் தோல்வியாதி வந்த பொழுது நான் அவர்களுக்கு சிபாரிசு செய்தது 2 புத்தகங்களை வாசிக்கும்படி. இந்த 2 புத்தகங்களின் பேர் வந்து 4 Agreements, மற்றது ஆத்மாயம் என்ற புத்தகம். இந்த புத்தகத்தை வாசிக்கிறது என்னவென்றால், நாங்கள் எப்பொழுதும் வந்து ஒரு எதற்கும் முழுமையாக அந்த பிரச்சனையை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். மற்றது எங்களுடைய உண்மை நிலையை, மேன்மை நிலையை நாங்களே உருவாக்குகின்றோம் என்று அறிய வேண்டும். மற்றது எது நடந்தாலும் அதை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளும் பக்குவம் வேண்டும். இப்படியான அடுத்த வந்து குடும்ப வாழ்க்கையில் இருக்கும் பொழுது தியானம் செய்ய வேண்டும். அது வந்து பிரமிட செய்ய வேண்டும். மற்றது பிரமிட் தண்ணீரான சுத்தம் செய்ய வேண்டும். புண்ணான இடங்கள்ல வந்து பிரமிட் தண்ணியை பாய்க்க வேண்டும். இதெல்லாத்தையும் சொல்லி பாய்த்த பின்பு அவருக்கு அந்த பிள்ளைகளுக்கு சுகம் வந்து விட்டது. அப்ப அர்த்தம் வந்து என்னென்றால், வாழ்க்கையில வந்து எப்பொழுதும் இந்த உணர்ச்சி வசப்பட்ட வாழ்க்கையும் இருக்கின்றது, தனிப்பட்ட வாழ்க்கையும் இருக்கின்றது. இந்த 2க்கும் இடையில ஒரு சமநிலையை நாங்கள் உருவாக்க வேண்டும். மற்றது எப்பொழுதும் வந்து சங்கீதம் கேட்பது நல்லது. சங்கீதம் கேட்கிற பொழுது வந்து அது பியானோ மேல உணர்ச்சிபூர்வமான பிரச்சனைகளுக்கு உதவியாக இருக்கும். மற்றது எப்பொழுதும் வந்து ஒரு சமமான வாழ்க்கையை வாழ கற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். அதை நான் மேற்கூறிய மாதிரி தியானம் செய்வதன் மூலம், புத்தகங்கள் வாசிப்பதன் மூலம், மற்றது வந்து அமைதியான நல்ல பழக்க வழக்கங்கள் சொல்ற போதும் சொல்லலாம். இன்னொருதை பற்றி நான் சொல்லுகின்றேன். கோபால் என்பவர், இவருக்கு 2006ஆம் ஆண்டு பிரச்சனை வாங்கியது. இவற்றை கூட மிக பாரதூரமான தோல் வருத்தம் வந்தது. 2 முறை ஆஸ்பத்திரிக்கு போனார்கள். இரத்தம் கசியத்தது, சரியாக கஷ்டப்பட்டார். இவருக்கு நான் என்ன அறிவுரை செய்திருந்தால், அடிப்படை தியானம் செய்ய வேண்டும். அது முழு நிலாவில தியானம் செய்ய வேண்டும். மரக்கல் உணவை சாப்பிட வேண்டும். இப்படியான மாத்திரைகள் எல்லாவற்றையும் சொல்லி, மற்றது வந்து ஆன்மீக மாத்திரைகள் வந்து ஏற்கனவே செஞ்சவர்கள் அவற்றை பின்பற்ற வேண்டும். மற்றது புத்தகங்கள் வாசிப்பது முக்கியம். மற்றது வாழ்க்கையில வந்து சில நேரம் எது இல்லையோ அதை கண்டுபிடித்து அதை செய்ய வேண்டும். உதாரணமாக எங்களுக்கு உறக்கம் குறைவென்றால் அதுக்குரிய நடைமுறை செய்ய வேண்டும். 4 வருஷத்துக்கு பிறகு இதற்கு வரவில்லை. அதோட அவருக்கு கவலை, என்ன கவலை அவருக்கு இருந்திருந்தால், தன்னுடைய பிள்ளையை தான் காவ முடியவில்லை என்றும் தன் மனைவிக்கு உதவி செய்ய முடியவில்லை என்று ஒரு கவலை இருந்தது. அப்ப அது மட்டுமில்லை, இவர் வந்து ஒரு மற்றவருடன் சமூக ரீதியாக பழங்குறாரு. தான் சன்பாட்டில் இருப்பார். சமூகத்தில் எந்த விதமான ஈடுபாடும் இல்லாமல் இருந்தது. இப்ப நான் என்னுடைய அறிவுரையின்படி அவர் கொஞ்சம் அதிலிருந்து வெளிக்கிட்டு வந்து அவர் பின்பு சமூகத்தில பெரிய ஈடுபாடு கொண்டு சமூகத்துக்கு சேவை செய்து வந்தார். பிரமிட் தண்ணியை பாவித்தார், புத்தகங்கள் வாசித்தார், தியானம் செய்தார். அதோட இவருக்கு இருந்த உளவியல் கோளாறுகள் எல்லாம் குறைந்து விட்டது. இப்ப இது அதற்கு பின்பு ஒருக்கா வந்தது. அதுக்கு என்ன காரணம் என்று பார்த்தால், முன்பு இருந்த போல ஒரு சுய அலசலை செய்யுமாறு நான் அறிவு செய்தேன். இதனை பற்றி நான் யார், எதுக்காக இருக்கிறேன் அப்படியான கேள்வி கேட்டு ஒரு ஆன்மீக அறிவு ஏற்படுத்தக்கூடியதாக இருந்தது. இப்ப அடுத்தது வந்து 2020ஆம் ஆண்டு தான் மறுமுறை அவர் இந்த தோல்வியாதியால் பாதிக்கப்பட்டார். அப்பொழுதும் இதே மாதிரித்தான் நாங்கள் உணர்ச்சி வசப்படுவதாலும் மற்றவர்களுக்கு சொல்வதை கேட்டு மன வருத்தப்படுத்துவதாலும் அது மாற்றக்கூடியதாக இருந்தது. இப்ப இதிலிருந்து நாங்கள் கற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டிய என்றால், நாமே எமது மெய்மனிலேயே உருவாக்குகின்றோம். மற்றது எப்பொழுதும் வந்து தனிப்பட்ட வாழ்க்கையின் ஆன்மீக வாழ்க்கைக்கும் 2க்கும் இடையிலும் சமநிலையை நாம் உருவாக்க வேண்டும். ஒவ்வொரு வருத்தத்துக்கும் ஏதோ உளவியல் ரீதியான ஒரு காரணம் இருக்கிறது என்பதை அறிந்து கொள்வோம். அதுக்காக என்ன, முக்கியமாக உணர்ச்சி வசப்படாமல் எந்த நியாயமான ஒரு சமநிலையை அடைவதற்கு என்ன செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று பார்த்தால் அதுக்கு ஒரு எல்லை வேணும். நாங்கள் எல்லையை மீறி போகக்கூடாது. எப்படியான அதுகளை கட்டுப்படுத்த வேண்டிய பொறுப்பு எங்களுக்கு இருக்கின்றது. மற்றவர்கள் இப்ப சில நேரம் மற்றவர்கள் சொன்னால் குறை கூறினால் அதை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளும் பக்குவம் வேண்டும். உணர்ச்சிவசப்படக்கூடாது என்பதுதான் நான் கூற விரும்புகின்றேன். அடுத்தது இங்க கோவால் இவருடைய வாழ்க்கையிலிருந்து நாங்கள் கற்றுக்கொண்டது என்னென்றால், எப்பொழுதும் நாங்கள் எந்த விதமான சூழ்நிலையும் சந்திக்கிறதுக்கு தயாரான ஒரு மனநிலையை உருவாக்க வேண்டும். மொத்தத்தில் கூறினால் உள்ளத்தில் ஏற்படுகின்ற குளறுபடிகள் கோளாறுகள் தான் உடல் ரீதியான வருத்தத்துக்கு காரணம் என்பதை கூறி இந்த வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி கூறி விடைபெறுகின்றேன். மாற்றி வழக்கம் அடுத்து என்னவென்றால், வாழ்க்கையில எந்த நேரம் சவால்கள் இருக்கும். அதுவும் வெளியிலிருந்து வரலாம், உள்ளிருக்கு வரலாம். அப்படியான நேரத்துல உணர்ச்சிகளுக்கு அடிப்படாமல் கட்டுப்படாமல் சுதந்திரமாக வாழ கற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி. வணக்கம்.
Thank you very much, Kumarasai Pillai Master, for your good explanation regarding Dr. Devi's speech. Thank you very much, Dr. Devi. You have explained with the 2 case studies about the skin elements and everything. I would like to ask few questions. You said, is the mind that for any illness, any disease, you meditate, Sajjana Sangityam, and reading books. Even though we do read all these, and still you get illness. So what is your suggestion? And second question, you said dreams play important part in life. So I want you to explain more in that, please.
Okay. See, actually, once we are meditating and we are reading books and we are in Sajjana Sangatya, still we find we have that inertia to change. We resist ourselves from changing to a better human being. It could be because of the Harshat Varga. That means you get anger. Not in the means I don't mean here anyone. I mean any of an individual as a human being. We have a tendency to carry those qualities of the human instincts. That could be what we call it as kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsalya. That means a desire, okay, or a desire which is extended over a period of time will become a ability to or a feeling to possess it more. And then when we don't get it, you either feel like grabbing it from someone, or you feel like stealing it, or you feel jealousy. So there are so many qualities, and numerous number of qualities which every one of us will be suffering. Or it could be the day-to-day life relationships, not able to fulfill our responsibilities, or we fail to accept the reality in any point of time, with the ignorance that what we are getting is it's only due to fate. But ultimately, after reading all these books, how much percentage of the knowledge what you're getting, how much percentage of the knowledge you're getting from the Sajjana Sangatya is turning into wisdom? That counts. It's not the time what you meditate. Meditation is something which is allowing you to connect with the divine universe. It is allowing you to connect with the universe and allowing you to get the plenty of prana or the cosmic energy into your system. But after getting that into your system, how we are utilizing it, that decides the game. For example, you have bought everything what is required for your kitchen, the raw materials, okay, but how you are going to cook is going to bring the dish out. So likewise, when you bring that extra energy, or that you're connecting yourself with the universe, you are getting that excess amount of energy, or the plenty of energy what you want for your day-to-day life and your body and everything. But after getting that, if you're again misbehaving in the same way, means, for example, you get angry for unnecessary reasons, or you feel jealous of something, or you don't plan your curriculum or your day in a right way, or you're either over inclined towards any one section of your life, one sphere of your life, you completely ignore. Once you come into spirituality, you completely ignore social life, or you completely neglect your physical relationships, whether it could be spouse or your children, okay, or your job. Either of these things are not correct. You need to have a balanced way of living. Whenever you go into an imbalanced state of living, that causes the illness to remind you that you're doing your mistake in this part of your life. Okay, so for example, I'll quote some 2-3 examples for you. See, for mostly kidney problems. So there you see we have the 5 minor mistakes where that you'll be learning in your advanced classes. So when you fail to manage your time properly, fail to manage your money properly, fail to manage your place where you're staying properly, and some more other components that will be causing problems like urinary tract infections or kidney problems. Okay, likewise, if you see diabetes and hypertension, so there you see people who are losing their energy continuously for unnecessary things. Okay, you'll be learning golden hair concept in further classes. So means what is happening, even though you're meditating, you're either wasting your time in the wrong place. Okay, just like you are earning a lot of money but you are spending for wrong things, it will ultimately become a debt, right? So just like that. So meditating is important, getting the knowledge is important, but is that knowledge turning into wisdom? And is your what is sajjana sangatya? You're trying to spend your time with more intellectual people or good people or the people in right path to improve yourself. But are you really able to change yourself, or are you able to bring that change in your life is what counts. So if yes, so then most of the people will not have any means some karmic related diseases may come and they'll go over a period. But without in spite of that you're getting diseases is only because you are failing to meet these requirements. Is your knowledge turning to wisdom? Is your behavioral change being reflecting in your day-to-day life? Okay, so this is what is marking the difference between meditating and living in the state of meditation. Okay, many people traveled with Buddha, but not everyone became Buddha, right?
Okay, and about the dreams, please.
Yeah, dreams, it is a very it's a very big or vast concept, but putting them short, I can tell you, see, we are connected with the universe in many ways. Okay, so during your physical body, many people can see aura, they get telepathic messages, and some people can find or sense them, or some people find it through coincidences. So dreams are also one such devices, or they're one such armamentarium or instruments which the universe try to give us, that you are able to perceive, okay, the universal messages through dreams. But you may ask me, then why everyone are not able to perceive the things? Or there are some people who don't get dreams, or some people who don't remember dreams. So it is a consistent practice, because even when I was into meditation, even I also don't have that habit of remembering everything. So once you are into this path, you have to maintain a diary. Once you get up in the morning, you have to sit and meditate immediately, so that whatever is the information you have brought it from the astral world, because the dream is something where you experience with the astral body. Okay, your astral body is released from your physical body during your sleep, and that roams around, or that travels to the other worlds. That is what the many people have been trying to prove, or physically it may not be proved, but that is what is happening. That is the reason some people get a dream that my cousin is sick, or some people may get dream of some disaster happening somewhere, and they feel restless today, but after a few hours they get a message, or they get a physical news that this happened in this point of time in this particular place. So that is the message. You take it from the universe in that point of time, which is concise like that. Okay, so once you are getting dreams, so morning when you get up, that all information what you're getting, it will be retained in your spine for only some minutes, not even hours, maybe around 45 minutes or 1 hour maximum time. So as soon as you get up, you meditate, and that will be, again, you will be recollecting it. And when you write down, and when they are getting interpreted, then we can know the meaning of the dream. Okay, so for everything you have, for dream and symbolism, there are many books, and we have been guiding people in different ways. Okay, so those all symbolisms you will be learning further in your spiritual tablet sessions in level 1 and level 2.
Thank you, madam. Excellent information. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Devi.
Thank you very much. Now, Organization Master will comment. Thank you. Do you want to ask any question? You can ask.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your information about meditation and diseases. Only thing I want to ask you is, in Western world, we are living in UK, United Kingdom. When we go to the doctor, they prescribe tablets or ointment or all those things. I mean, do you think, even though we are doing a lot of meditation, still we need to use their medications as well to cure our diseases? That's what I'm asking. In other words, by doing the instant, meditation only, can we cure the diseases? That's the thing I'm asking. Thank you.
Yeah. So the answer is already like it is in the previous questions also. So if your knowledge is turning into wisdom, automatically you will be realizing the reason why you got that illness, and you will be able to get it cured without medication. Okay, but I don't say not always you don't need any medicine, or you don't need any thing in allopathy. I don't tell that. Okay, medicines are here on the earth as it is required. It is needed by some point of time by some people based on their state of being. Okay, so sometimes in emergency medicine, like when someone meets with an accident or someone is into some emergency, definitely medicine is required. But the meditation is definitely helpful for people for lifestyle diseases. See, for example, because of the lifestyle problems and regular stress buildups, and how they handle people, and what they are making with their life, with the time what they are given, if you misuse that can be corrected with the meditation and this knowledge. But what is happening all of a sudden and they are out of your hands, so then definitely medicine is required. We can't deny that fact, because ultimately it is for well-being of the human being. We can't, once you are happy and you're settled, and when you're hungry, if you eat only, you'll be able to speak, right? So just like that, when you're in discomfort, you need that meditation to calm you, and that medicine also is required for your body to calm your body. Okay, so then meditation will add for quick recovery, and to prevent all this, you can meditate this, prevent all this, you can get the knowledge part before only. Okay.
Yeah, especially for, sorry to ask again, especially for skin diseases, any skin diseases, you still you need to apply ointment. Is that what you're saying? I mean,
no, see, you're getting me, I don't say wrong. Maybe I am not able to convey you in the right way. So, for example, you have a skin problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're having severe itching, or it's a cosmetic thing. You have to go outside, you have to morph it, or you're using it for temporary, you're using the medicine. But why always when you're using medicine, you're not getting the recovery? Why it is repeating? You get to see, right? You get to see in many skin problems, and also in some other health issues, also gastric trouble or anything. You see the repetition of a disease. The repetition is because lack of knowledge. The right wisdom is not there. So if at all now you're using the medicine for the temporary purpose to give relief to your body, but at the same time, when you add this knowledge, definitely the recovery will be fast, and you may not even need that much dosage of medicine which is required. Once you got you're asymptomatic, you need not take medicines, right? Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That should be aiding you. The medicine should aid you to give that ease to work, means ease to meditate. When you're not at all able to get up from the bed, or you're not able to walk, then maybe you'll not be able to meditate, right?
Yeah.
So that ease is given by medicine for temporary thing, but the meditation should change your lifestyle, should change your thinking pattern. That wisdom should add to your thing, so that you'll be completely out of it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Next is Kumarasamy Pillai Master from Sydney, Australia. Thank you.
Thank you for your very informative speech. In your speech, you said every disease has a mental background. That's one thing. And another thing you said is there should be an emotional balance. Now, actually, I'm not getting back. So, emotional means normally start from our thoughts. We know thoughts, there are different types of thoughts. So, thoughts create our emotions. So, in here, thought is playing a very vital part. That's why we always try to reduce the number of thoughts by meditating. So the root cause where the problem is our thoughts, and especially negative thoughts. So if we can get rid of the negative thoughts, then we can get rid of all the diseases. So then there is no need for a medicine. And also allopathic medicine, I understand, they treat the symptoms, but they don't treat it completely. But your approach is holistic approach. That means we are taking the whole body, whole situation, whole life as a cure. So that's why we are putting an emphasis on meditation. Meditation is a holistic treatment for any illness. That is my understanding. So I would like to know your opinion on that.
See, it's been a long journey. Almost it's 20 years I've been into this. So I've been observing maybe lakhs of people. Definitely, very clearly, I can tell you, it's not less than lakhs. So I've seen lakhs of people who have been entering into meditation, then who used to vigorously meditate for years, and then again they used to get deviated from the path. Or some people lose their belief because they had some severe illness or they had some problems in the family or in the society. So meditation is the key which opens the doors for your journey. Okay, but it is the wisdom which is giving you the smooth journey. Okay, means for example, even people who have been meditating for 10 years, 15 years, or who are even meditating regularly also experience diseases, some diseases, because how much ever we are meditating, without the knowledge, the meditation will only give you it's just like the electricity which is flowing in the wire, but it is not connected to any tube light or fan. It is of no use, right? So just like that, whatever you have been meditating, if it is not, you're losing the energy in form of emotions, or you're losing your energy in form of your day-to-day life haphazard schedule, or you're losing that energy with your, with your temper, then it's again creating a loss of energy in a wrong way, right? So that will be disturbing the system. So once you meditate and at the same time you take the proper, that's why Patriji always tell, you have to meditate, you have to read more and more books. Okay, stay in silence. These are all things what Patri sir has told. They are the 18-fold path, or what are the 18 principles of your, PSSM movement that have all these things. So by staying in silence, you learn how to handle things, and you learn how to, when you speak less, your mind works better. Okay, because it's even though we are having multiple processes in your brain, but when you speak less, you'll observe the situations, you will be handling it better, and speech will create more confusions and disturbances when you are not handling it properly. So Vakshetra is what Padrisa told is utmost important, and reading books for proper wisdom. Okay, reading books of masters, reading books about many different lifetimes, and all these things are very important. And at the same time, emotional being, being living beyond emotions is important, because when you're with emotions, you are not in a universal brotherhood. Means emotion is for what? When you own things, means this is mine, or this is this particular person, this is speech or judgment, right? But when you're in universal brotherhood, there is no emotion, it's only unconditional love, that you will realize over a period of time. When you really start living with people for a longer, in that group, you will realize the same thing what maybe I have realized. But this is all my perception, what I'm trying to share.
Thank you.
Hope I am clear. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, Yogi Nagendran from Reading, England.
Greetings to you all. Dr. Devi ma'am, you have explained really well. I think it's a deep topic. You have touched on surface because of the time, I think. And it was beautiful. What I can take home from the messages I would say that you're trying to give us is, I just jotted down. I'll read that to you. Number one is mental and emotional matters does affect our physical body. So how we are reacting, how we are taking that in. Number two, we have to balance our personal life with spiritual life. That is really, really, really important. And you can talk on that topic for many hours, I think, because how we taking everything in from outside and how we are bringing it out from within what we absorbed. And as such as sometime when they say, example, somebody says something to us, and how we react, rather than, did I say to them in a right manner? Oh, am I correct myself? And rather than thinking that, why they are talking back to me like this, rather, that sort of small things, we have to correct ourselves rather than correcting the world. So this is, you can go on to that. And number 3, I think, keep your emotions and activities under our control, finding out what we are, who am I, sort of thing, by understanding yourself, by reading and listening good music and good books as such. Find the equilibrium within us. This is what you're trying to say in a big globe way. So it is amazingly, thank you so much, Mom. I will pressure those 3 points and continue. I think we can bring that via this beautiful meditation, what we are doing, this dhyana is giving us that power to bring us into that equilibrium. Thank you, Mom. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next is Dr. Nararaja Jagannathan from Ilford, East London. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. First of all, thank you for Dr. Devi for the wonderful talk, and also associating skin conditions with spirituality, which is very relevant. You did point out skin as an organ, but I sometimes think it as a system. But like, unlike cardiac, vascular or respiratory system, which are active, skin is passive, so people don't describe it as a system. If I can recollect, you see, the skin and nervous system are very related. I think when I did zoology, in the evolution of animal kingdom, the nervous system evolved from common skin sort of cells-like. So science also admits that brain is associated with our emotion. So in other words, when the emotions are disturbed, skin conditions manifest like eczema, psoriasis, but I wouldn't say they are the cause of it. The causes are much more complex. But what happens is the illnesses aggravate and keep coming back because the emotions are charged or whatever. And the word psychosomatic disorder, among them, the skin disorders are the bulk of it. And also psychosomatic disorder are not the majority. But what happens is, any illness, when your emotions are disturbed, the recovery is hampered because the immunity is weakened. So that is why. So we can't just assume that majority are psychosomatic. The one point on dreams are, in fact, the last week, I think it was mentioned that that's why I understood or heard that the mother who thought the son was engaged in studies and school work had a bad dream about the son had sustained an injury and then wanted to check and then realized the son was playing computer games. You see, I don't think I said it that day, but here what happens is that the conscious mind doesn't think that son is, playful, but subconsciously, any mother is worried, isn't it? So this is where the subconscious mind, because what is in the subconscious mind is not in the conscious recollection. Whereas that is what the dreams are. They often manifest something that we don't think of, but subconsciously it is there, either due to some past events or maybe an anxiety. So I thought that was a good illustration, because the subconscious mind manifests in a dream that this thing happened, and when you go to check, the son was playing computer games. So I hope I understood the story correctly. So that is why that somebody asked, Mrs. Sikandaraj asked about dreams. So I hope I made those clear. So there you are. But skin is a very important, skin manifestations of illness or whatever, with your emotional state, and spiritual practices will enhance the recovery. Thank you.
Yeah. So dreams are not just your subconscious memories which are just popping out, but we are connecting with the superconscious. Okay. So there is something called as universal mind, or the what the universe in the whole as a universe, what is the universal plan. So you get those chunks of information which is required for your day-to-day life, they are also sent to us in forms of dreams and coincidences. So they are not just our subconscious memories which are which is being reflected in the dream. So that is not true. See, realizing as a mother that she's just not a mother, she's beyond that. Okay, she's beyond a mother, she's something more. Realizing her soul potential and being aware of it and living to that way is what helped her to overcome that situation. Okay, so that is what I wanted to tell in that thing. Maybe it must have conveyed a wrong message, but that is what I wanted to tell in that case. And coming to skin definitely it is it is called as the largest organ. So whatever I have studied in my UG, so skin is mentioned as the largest organ, and it is connected with every part of your body. Means any illnesses in your body will be reflected in your oral cavity and the skin prior to their aggravation, because of the any hormonal changes or anything whichever is reflecting in your system, metabolic, even the metabolic changes, or whenever there are any allergies, everything are first reflected in your skin and in your oral cavity also. So that is what I wanted to add to the thing. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Dr. Sada Mano from Enfield, England. Thank you.
Greetings to all. Dr. Devi, your presentation was excellent, and you covered a lot within the short time. And most of the skin condition, of course, lot of skin condition has psychological connotation. When you use these words, people don't like to hear that psychology. You could take the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. So we could advise people, but if they don't practice the knowledge, advice given, what can you do? You rightly said the importance of doing meditation, learning, practicing in a right way. Well said. Diseases like, you have covered most of it, but I just want to point a few things. Diseases like diabetes, irritable bowel syndrome, kidney disease, liver disease, all present with skin diseases too. But if people control their illnesses, they won't get the additional skin problem with that. So if all can take note of making sure you understand, not only understand, practice it and get the help needed, then you can lead a healthy skin and have a healthy skin, lead a happy life. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Next is Nandini Jagadishwaran from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். First of all, I thank Pyramid Spiritual Society Movement, Tamil Ayurupa, and Ramya Master. And thank you very much for the Tamil translation, Marasankula Master. And now, Dr. Parvati Devi, you very nicely explained the speech with case studies. And yeah, we create our own reality, and we have to keep the balance between spiritual life and physical life also. And whatever you learn in spirituality, you have to act accordingly in your life also. Then only it all work. Yeah, you nicely explain it. And more meditation, you can reduce your medication. Thank you very much. Thank you, Parvati Devi Master.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Meera Nagendran from England. Thank you.
Good morning, all the masters. Good morning, Dr. Devi. Really nice speech, informative speech you gave it to us. I agree all of them. We have to keep the inner spiritual life balance and the emotional balance also. I agree that. But I have one question. One thing, even though the spiritual life, I mean the vegetarian, spiritual book reading, meditation, though some people get disease like cancer or kidney disease. I think that's for their karma. That's why I read a couple of books also. Then I also believe that that's their karma, even though they live a spiritual life.
Yeah, even though.
I believe that, yeah. Okay, doctor, you carry on. Yeah.
You have anything more to speak? You are asking something. You have anything more to ask? Okay, fine. So even though the karmic patterns exist, the knowledge or the wisdom is the one which burns out karma. So Patri sir always keeps saying that Jnanani karma daddhanam. So when you are having the wisdom, the true wisdom will burn the karma. Okay. So that is only the basis of even spiritual tablets. So whenever you get some disease, the right wisdom which is implemented and brought into implementation. Wisdom is nothing but knowledge which is experienced, knowledge which is being implemented. That is wisdom, right? Knowledge is different, wisdom is different. So when you are in the right wisdom and you implement your life in that way and you balance your life and you implement these concepts which are respectively for some particular diseases, you come out of those things most of the time. But still, sometimes when we have that inertia to come out of it, or we feel very egoistic to surrender to the process of life, there only the problem. Otherwise, you come out of those problems without any much hassle. Okay, ultimately, we need to go towards the service. Like more we work selfless service, once we are into, means at least in our time, at least 10% of our time, daily 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, apart from meditation, we should be able to contribute to someone without any expectation. Spiritual service is mandatory at one point of time once you come to a maturity in spirituality.
I seen a couple of people, all they covered is spiritual service, reading a lot of books and all the complete, spiritual life, even though they get it disease. That's why my question. Maybe not enough for the meditation or long period.
They will be missing any of the things, definitely. They will be missing something, either in the emotional part or with the responsibilities with the family and the social life, or they will be missing either of these things, means any of these things. So that will only reflect that. I'm very sure, because how much ever seniors we are, there will be something which we are lacking or something we fail to change. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Nararaja Jagannathan, thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm very glad to hear that Padriji had given this quote, true wisdom burns the karma. Did I hear it right? Because I do believe in that. And it's not, there's not much time to expand on it. Probably I'll leave it another day. But I'm a very strong believer in that. So I'm very glad to hear it from you, that source coming from Padriji. Because when I say it, people don't take it as a big thing, but I'm glad that you mentioned it. I'm going to stick
in this short period. It is not possible to wind off things which is a longer duration. It's for 15-20 years I've been into this, listening so many good things from Patri sir and many great other masters in this path. So it is not possible to concise all that, but with some questions I just remember, okay, this is what I have to convey, this is what I have learned from the masters who have guided me.
And that is a jnana, or jnanam, I am thinking, not something to perform miracles, really. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Sada Mano.
Yeah, greetings to all again. I know the time limitation, but I wanted to add something to Mira's question. She was asking about why other people, we don't know what other people are doing. We don't know what they are exactly doing. Even we may think we are doing rightly, but we may not be doing the right ways. That may be the reason. But then I didn't expect it's a surprise. Jagannathan Master came up with a very good idea, which I was going to say as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, Tara, Radha, do you want to say anything?
It's okay, but I will just say it's a very good lecture. Thank you very much, Dr. Devi, for coming and speaking today. Thank you so much. That's all. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Rashmi Raghavan, please. Thank you.
Lakshmi Raghavan, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Parvati, for an excellent session. I just have a query that if a child after birth has eczema, so how is this related? Because child just born, so there is no thought and nothing, but still has an eczema. So
Yes.
how this?
Very valid question. So children under 14 years who are having any sort of diseases, so it is the parents' behavior, or it's the parents' knowledge, or it's the parents' ignorance which is reflecting as a disease on the child's body, because the child don't have any suffering. Okay, the child only cries. He cries for a moment, and when he soothes down, he just stays calm. But it is the parents who suffer more with the the scenarios. So it is once the parents are given the right knowledge, the children will be out of it, and they are supposed to involve in spiritual service as much as time it is possible for the parents. And there are some more techniques which you will be learning in your further classes, that are energy energy management techniques or energy building techniques, where you'll have what type of environment it should be there, and you have to put plants in and around in the child's area. You have to clean up all the clutter in the room where child is going to stay, and you should avoid people who have non-vegetarian to contact with the child, and you have to use vibrant colors in the child's room. Okay, so there are so many such some 10 points which will be taught to you in further classes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
ma'am.
very much.
Thank-
Now is